His
You know how good I carry high school, man. My egg feels fine, man. You know what I'm talking about.
When thinking about what to do for our documentary, I stumbled upon one idea, and that was the egg drop experiment. I wondered, what was the history of the egg drop experiment? And most importantly, what did the kids think about the egg drop experiment? As well as the teacher, Mr. Zerker. The basic concept of the egg drop experiment involves protecting a raw egg from breaking when dropped from a considerable height. The purpose is to design a contraption or a container that can absorb the impact of the fall and prevent the egg from cracking. Students are typically given a set of materials such as rubber bands, popsicle sticks, cotton balls, note cards, straws, or other such household devices in order to protect the egg from the force of impact. The experiment is often carried out in a controlled environment such as the school gymnasium, the outdoor field, or football field. The height at which the egg can drop is varied depending on the age and grade levels of the participants. The more advanced versions of the experiment have the egg drop from a higher point, while the simpler ones tend to have it fall from a smaller scale. As students construct their egg drop devices, they must consider various scientific principles. These include the concepts such as inertia, which is the resistance of an object to change its state of motion, and potential energy, which is the energy possessed by an object due to its position or height. The student's challenge is to design a structure that will absorb the potential energy and convert into other forms of energy, such as kinetic energy or heat, while minimizing the force acting on the egg. The egg drop experiment is not only a fun and engaging activity for students, but it also provides valuable insights into the principles of physics. It encourages critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity, as the students must devise and innovate solutions to protect the egg. Over years, the egg drop experiment has evolved, with participants coming up with increasingly complex and inventive designs. From simple cushioning mechanisms to utilizing parachutes and shock absorbers, and even complex engineering principles, there is no shortage of creativity in this experiment. In recent times, the egg drop experiment has also found a way into popular culture and entertainment. It has been featured in many television shows, movies, and books throughout the years. And even really competitive shows have been based around the egg drop experiment. But one thing is not covered by the media when they do these egg drop experiments, and that is the death of countless baby chickens that don't have the chance to form because of the way our farm system is set up, because these eggs do not get fertilized. These eggs just sit there away from their mother hens, and they get consumed and dropped. And not to mention the eggs that, they go through the manufacturing or the processing plant, and there's air, and they have a baby chicken then. These eggs can be dropped from great heights with still forming baby chickens inside them. This tragedy is just unreal. And I think it's the big reason why the egg drop experiment keeps going on, is because these teachers love killing baby chickens or chicks. I really think this is a big issue because it really shows, just where the motives are in our education system. They're not educating the students, they're fitting the teacher's own agenda. And this is really messed up because students are being brainwashed, okay? They're being told by Big Brother like it's 1984. They're being supervised all the time with the phones, the AirPods, the Apple Watches, the COVID microchips. We cannot get away from this. The egg drop experiment is only a small facet of the indoctrination and lying to the youth in order for government officials to fit their own agenda. This is not You said you had a previous experience with the egg drop. What was it?
Well, I tried to make a parachute or whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it was awful. My thing just flipped over and the egg fell at a completely different rate than my parachute, so it failed miserably.
What would you change about your design if you could?
I'd probably change it so it was more structurally sound and more than anything more balanced, because I think if you've done it, you know that balance is more key than anything.
So what do you think about Mr. Zerker?
Mr. Zerker, what a guy. He's one of the goofiest goobers you'll ever meet, and that's him. And that's what I love about the guy. I mean, he's true to himself. He's great for the kids. He does it for the culture. You know, he just here and he's living, and he's himself.
You had to describe the egg drop in one word, what would it be?
Glorious.
All right, what's your name?
My name's Jackson Clark.
Jackson, what do you think about the egg drop experiment?
Good experiment. There's a lot you can learn from it, and I just think it's good all around.
Have you ever done anything with the egg drop experiment?
Me personally, I have not. Try to stay as far away from eggs as I can. Just not an egg guy.
What's your past history with eggs? Why do you have such a problem with eggs?
Growing up, I was allergic to them. It's not as bad now, but it's just really giving me a fear. Every time I see an egg, it strikes fear in my eyes. So.
What do you have to say about all the chicks and chickens that have been pretty much killed and not even have a chance at life because of the egg drop experiment?
I don't think they're in there. I don't think those chicks are in there. I think those chicks are in a different area. I think the eggs you're dropping for that experiment are safe. Ain't no chickens coming out of that.
But what do you have to say about the one time we did the experiment? It was documented pretty well. So when the egg dropped, a baby chick that was starting to be formed fell out of the egg when it hit the ground.
That's very unfortunate. Obviously, there's something we can really do there. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, there's a lot of chickens. It's not like one chicken dying is gonna cause an issue to the population, but still, it's a sad thing to see, and yeah.
What came first, the chicken or the egg drop experiment?
I gotta go with the chicken.
And what was your favorite Fortnite skin?
I mean, I don't have a favorite personally. Any female characters, usually what I'll select.
Like a Chun-Li type skin?
Oh yeah.
And what was your favorite season of Fortnite?
Man, probably season 1. I mean, it's all those memories and those good times with friends. It's really just turned into something that it didn't used to be. Now. This is fun.
Thank you for your time.
Justice, do you think it will work?
Yes.
Gang shit, boy. Gang shit. We got just in the cut, man. Come on, man. My ex survived, man. How you think it worked? Good, man. I thought perfectly, man. Come on, man.
God, man.
Give me a little run through on this design right here, the little marble.
So I actually bought this backpack like a few months ago, and
Is that for like a DS or something?
yeah. I put my pencils in here, and I was just thinking, I was like, it's hard. I can shove some paper towels in here, and an egg might survive. But I took a chance, but it didn't work for me today. So gotta get better next time.
Yeah, that's life though. You just roll the punches. You hear me?
It's these experiences that shape you for your future. So happy to be out here.
So I appreciate the interview. Thank you.
Do you think yours is gonna work? Probably. Let's go, Mikey. Come on, man. Come on, man.
One more incoming.
You think yours will work? That was great. Hopefully. Yeah, I should have made like a paper towel.
Hey, go for it. I think you're out. I think you're
So Zach, obviously a lot of eggs failed and succeeded today. What do you think separated yours from the rest?
Well, I just feel like my parachute was good at catching the wind, and I just had a lot of cushioning down here, and I had some on the inside too, and it just worked.
What do you think the key was? Do you think it was getting the parachute catching the wind, or was it the cushioning on the bottom?
I gotta say probably the parachute catching the wind because it just had the impact so soft on the ground.
Heard you. What would you have to say to the rest of your classmates that didn't succeed?
Do better. Succeed.
Hell yeah, Hayden. Yeah.
That's just a jar of peanut butter. How do you think your class did today on this assignment?
Not too bad. We had a lot more surviving for the second year group than we did first year group.
Well, it's expected they had better regulations than
But
us.
a few of them didn't bother to do the one at home, so they failed that part.
That's disappointing to say the least.
Yes, very much.
What's your name?
Alex,
All right. How many hours of Fortnite do you play a week?
about 300, I think.
300. What was your favorite season?
Season 12.
Best
Season-
skin. What's the best skin?
Best skin? Yeah.
The cat one.
Okay. And then, what's the best landing location of all time?
Salty Springs. Yeah.
All right, bro. I appreciate you. Oh, shit. What is your favorite Fortnite skin and season?
Rust Lord season 3.
All right, and then what do you think about the egg drop experiment?
The what?
The egg drop experiment.
It's alright.
Have you ever done the egg drop experiment?
No.
What do you have to say about all the baby chickens that died because of the egg drop experiment?
Sad.
It's sad. All right, appreciate your time.
My Johnson is blocking me from getting through.
Push it through.
Johnson. Just tuck it in there.
No, dude, it's scaring me. I'm not trying to get stuck.
That would be fucking
There
funny
he
as
is.
shit. All right, guys, that is it. Uncovering the truth of the egg drop experiment and the indoctrination of our youth. So I'll see you guys in the next one. And remember, level up that battle pass. See ya.